What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. And what is this sorcery that is in front of us? This is Conquest 9.9, and it brings, I think it was 17 new textures. It is, I am absolutely floored because there are some things that I've been asking for quite a while and in this update, and I'm so happy that they are finally here and that we can finally enjoy all the awesomeness. Now, first and foremost, before we get started, there's a new process of which to use the pack. When you download it, instead of just placing it straight into your resource pack folder, you are going to have to unzip it into your folder. Reason being, the zip file has gotten too big and no longer works correctly. So what you'll have to do for now on is unzip the file into your resource pack folder. And then you'll have the Conquest there, and yeah, it'll work just fine. You can just same way. The only thing that's changing is unzipping it. Alright, so let's get right into this and see all the cool things that there is to see. First of all, if you want to see all these textures, now it's not going to be like this, but if you want to see all these textures, all you got to do is do /warp ducon meta, and I'll go ahead and let you look at that. That is warp ducon meta on the raven.org server. Make sure you're on Minecraft 1.7.10, and when you go there, you will see all of the textures, and you can just sort of go through and enjoy all of the amazingness that Monsterfish has put into this pack. Now, I will show you at the end of the video about what it is and stuff, but in previous videos, you guys should know what ducon meta is. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started right into this. Now, first of all, what I'm going to showcase is this new Slate Cobble block. Now, this is a cobble texture. So all you gotta do is grab your cobblestone and then go ahead, grab your cobblestone, place that right there, and go through metadatas, and it's 4.7, and then that is our new slate texture, and it's really nice. I do like the earlier version was a little too pixely, but now it's much smoother and it looks a lot nicer. It works really well. I think it'll work really well with the pack, and I'm excited to see how people use it. It's gonna be really neat to see how people use this. Our next texture, now also you will also notice that the top is really good for like roads or stuff. Like I'm going to be using a lot of this in my castle series for the roads and stuff. Slate is really nice. So our next block that I'm going to showcase is this new Hardened Clay. Now let me go ahead and grab the Hardened Clay block. It is a metadata of the Hardened Clay. Now this is meant to be sort of like lake bottom or like riverbeds, as you can see here. It's supposed to be sort of like that cracked kind of riverbed kind of feel. Now there's also a darker red version of it, and you guys can use that for riverbeds as well. But yeah, there's those two new textures that are really cool, and yeah, I'm excited to see how people would use this, and I'm definitely going to be using it in my builds at some point. Now we also have a new biome specific version of the hopper and a biome specific version of the anvil. Now these are some really cool additions to the pack. Now in order to get these, you'll need to have the biome cycler, again accessible on the raven.org server, and you can go ahead and just go through and you can find the correct biome of anvil that we're going to be using. So as you can see, that is our spruce anvil right there, and then you can just switch through to the right anvil for that as well. And yep, that's how that works. They are not metadatas, they are biome specific. The reason being is the metadatas are already used up by different features of the block. Now, the motion sort of, or the movement values of the block. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to our next thing. Now, we have 3 new types of dirt. We have the light sort of dry dirt. We have a gravelly sort of just gravelly dirt. And then we have a gravelly mossy dirt. Now the gravelly mossy dirt is definitely a great texture. There's a lot of cool things and features in there. Really great texture from Monsterfishy, and yeah, really love what he came up with there. Now this is, this is something that I've been asking for a long time, is a dry sort of looking dirt. Not like this wet dirt is good, but this is the more realistic path dirt, because after being trodden down and everything, it wouldn't be so like wet soil like this color. It'd be more this dry color. So really happy that he added that in, and the paths are going to look so much better now. All right, so we've gone all through here. Now we can go ahead and go back here. He's fixed the pig metadata. If you guys remember, it was glitching quite a bit wherever you would put it, and it is fixed now. So now it should be just the big pig, just like this. Just should be just what you want it to be. There's also now a biome version of the fence gate, which is the iron fence gate. So you guys can go ahead and use that on whatever you need to use iron fence gates for. But that is another cool texture that you guys can use. Now there is also a new pot texture. So this is the Ender Portal block, which is accessible in your decoration blocks menu, and it's your Ender Portal. And you can go ahead and use the metadatas and go through this until you find your Ender Portal, just like that, and it looks really nice. So great job on that, Stefan. You really did a great job, and it looks like a pot. And you can also use this as a sort of like a planter. So you can go ahead and put your cobble walls like that, and we'll go ahead and put like that, and then maybe make that into a small tree. But yeah, that is a really cool idea, really cool texture. So great job, Stefan, or Monsterfish, one way or the other. Really love the new texture. Definitely going to be using this in the detail of my builds. All right, so now is another. We have bird's nests. Now this is a incredible texture. Now you can put the eggs in chicken coops like this, or you can put these feathery ones like as hawk nests on your mountainsides. Now what are these textures? Like, what are they? They are the daylight sensors in your redstone menu. It's been so long, or so many times I've asked Monster to start using your daylight sensors, start making like brick molds or muffin sheets, or even nests like this. Start using the start using the daylight sensors. And he's finally made them into a bird nest. Now, for those of you in survival and you happen to be in the plains biomes, and you're trying to build some kind of daylight or some kind of redstone contraption, yeah, sorry for your loss, but yeah, you're just gonna have to have your nests will power your devices, or your nest will power your stuff. So yeah, just use your imagination. Maybe the little baby birds are like little Energizer bunnies. Anywho's, this here, speaking of anywho's, this here is a new owl texture. We're gonna go ahead and go check out the group of owls. You can just imagine that they are everywhere. But yeah, look at that animation. It's just a great animation, beautiful. The turning and twisting of its head, really great. This is a new biome version of the cobwebs. So all you gotta do is go to the normal bird metadata for the cobwebs, and you can just go ahead and go through. And as you can see, we got a bat, got a blue jay, we got a crow, we got a hawk, and then we got our new owl texture. So that is a really cool thing. And you can definitely use owls in your rookeries and such like that. Yeah, really cool idea. I love the new owl texture. That is just gorgeous. Let's make sure we got everything here. Yep, okay. So now we have some new shelf metadatas. Now, as you can see, we got scrolls, and we got sort of like a medicine cabinet. Now, this is supposed to be a medicine cabinet, but you can also use it in your general store. You can say like a jar of molasses, maybe like a jar of nuts there. Just use your imagination. Just kind of imagine what would be there. Maybe that's like a bottle of, I don't know, some kind of like cough syrup or some kind of medicine. That's kind of what it's supposed to be, is medicine stuff. And then maybe like some wine bottles there. You just use your imagination. Yeah, stuff like that. That's a really cool texture. Now, in order to get this is the new, he's going to start going through the bookshelf. So you can just go ahead and start scrolling through these, and he's also thinking about, I want to give you guys and maybe jumpstart his straw poll, but what he's planning on doing is taking this texture from the wood metadatas and transferring it over into the bookshelf metadatas, because he's planning on putting it over to the bookshelf metadatas because he wants to replace this block in the there's only 16 wood plank textures that he can use, and he wants to replace this with like a Nordic carved wood that would be made into a pillar, like you could use for bedposts, you could use for pillars and Nordic builds, or even like nice interior pillars, etc. Or like just interior, or just like wood decoration blocks. But anyway, he's planning on making a Nordic block, but the only way he's going to be able to do this is if he takes this texture from here and then moves it over into the bookshelf textures. Now, it's going to ruin builds all throughout wherever, but all you will have to do is do / replace near 5/6 with 47/4. And then that would replace everything, and then it would be really easy. Now it's just that one block. It's only because it would make sense for the pack. Now, what do you guys think? Is that a good idea? Is that a bad idea? You know, consider the possibilities. And but yeah, you know, there's the potential for a very helpful block. And but that's probably the only way that it would come in. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show you another thing. This is a new, sort of like a Renaissance-y looking block. Now from the side, it has like a little dragon, a couple Raven symbols. That's what I love about the pack, is all the little innuendo-y hints and stuff. It's cool. But yeah, this is the new, a new gold block here. And if you go underneath here, this is sort of like, gives you that sort of Renaissance-y feel. The sort of like gold-plated ceiling, the very artsy gold-plated ceiling. Really cool texture, really love it. Great job, Monster. Now, the last thing that I need to show you is this up here, is the now separated full block tutor. Now, the reason he did this is so you could do cool stuff like this. So originally all these connected, there was no way to disconnect them, but now that you can disconnect them, you can come up with them some even cooler designs for the tutor on your houses. And but yeah, I'm really excited about this because I want to try to experiment with this on Seabridge and do some of this weird texture stuff. And yeah, that would be really cool. And then he also has this here. I don't see any change in it, but apparently he's done some revising on it, and it's supposed to be a different texture. But anyway, that's pretty cool. And now we are just going to go Warp Ducon Meta, and we're going to end our video there. Make sure you use the above stick for metadatas, the above stick for biome specific. Don't forget to check out my YouTube. Okay, so this is my little signature. Don't forget to leave a diamond on Monster's PMC. He would really appreciate that. It boosts his popularity, puts him up there, and then consider donating to Monsterfish on his PMC page, because don't do it because you want him to continue the pack. Do it because you're saying thank you, unless if you're new to the pack. But for like someone like me who's been using it for a long time, the reason I donate is to say thank you, because you know, none of this would be possible without him. But anyway, we're gonna just P time to 12 p.m. So this is /warp Ducon Meta. This is on the Rabbit.org server, and you can come check out all of the metadatas that are here. And I'm going to update this after the video and put in all the new metadatas and such, and should be pretty cool, and everything will be here. I keep this updated as much as I can. Eventually I'm going to have to make a new one of these because it is getting really cramped. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys liked this video. If you liked it, please like, thumbs up. If you guys want to see more, please subscribe, and yeah, don't forget to support Monsterfish. Give him your support and your yeah, make him happy. That's all I gotta say about that. And yeah, just amazing, and yeah, really excited about this update, and looking forward to the next one. There's always going to be another one, and then the next, and then the next, and then the next. Cool beans. But thank you guys for watching. Until the next one, bye bye.